Hi everybody, it's Chris, and today we're going to do a swipe in the Shelly Art style. And I'm using some kind of blues and greens today in this painting, hoping to kind of get like a little ocean feel to it, if you will. So this is my green yellow that is a tube paint mixed with pouring medium. This is Pearl Ex Turquoise. This was a powder that was mixed with the pouring medium. And I will link the video that has all of the recipes for all of these concoctions that I'm using today. This is the Golden High Flow Teal. And then this is Mineral Blue. And this is a tube paint. So I'm going to set these here so that they're ready for painting. And I'm going to start with my pillow paint. And I'm using the Valspar 2000 today. And I've thinned it down with a little bit of water, so it's not quite as thick as it normally is. So I just want to make sure that I have a good amount of paint down here for the swipe. And I think we're going to kind of pull this out a little bit further. I think what I'm going to do is use my tool to kind of spread that around on the outside of it a little bit, just to kind of get the paint moving a bit. I'm working on a 12-inch wooden round. This is the type of wood that I use when I'm making a Lazy Susan, which hopefully if this goes well, it will be turned into a Lazy Susan. All right. There we go. Now I've just gone ahead and spread that kind of around the perimeter of the round, and then I've got more paint here in the center for the swipe. Just gonna wipe this off really quick. All right, and then I'm going to start with, I'm gonna start with a Pearl Ex Turquoise, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour on a strip of paint for that. I think I'm gonna come out over here just a tiny bit more, like so. And then I think we'll go to the Mineral Blue, which is a little bit darker. And then next I'm gonna put down that pretty green yellow. Kind of having some difficulty with this one edge over here, aren't I? There we go. And then I'm going to put down the golden teal on top of that. Just like so. All right. And then I'm going to use the white. Going to use white cell activator on top of that to swipe. And I have that in my little bottle here. First, I'm going to pop these bubbles really quick with my torch though, just so that I don't end up with a lot of air bubbles. That seems to kind of be a problem for me, is to have air bubbles that pop afterwards and then it doesn't look so pretty. So I'm just going to see if I can pop these really quick with my torch. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna put down the white. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put a nice strip of white down. And I think I'm gonna make it a double line here. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my trowel, and I'm gonna come into this white and swipe it down. Wipe it off on my plastic. Come over here and do the same thing. And then we'll go to the opposite side. And we'll start right here and have a little bit different lines here. Okay, I feel like we're kind of a little bit heavy right here because I don't have a lot of stuff coming through. So maybe we'll try to blow that and disperse it just a little bit before we tilt. Well, I have to say that is a different color combination than I think you've ever seen me use. But I like it. I think it's really pretty. All right, so I'm just gonna let this sit here for a second and see what pops up, and then we're gonna tilt it a little bit. I think I'm gonna go ahead and torch one more time just to make sure that all the bubbles are out and see if we get anything else kind of happening here in the middle. There we go. There's a few more things coming through there. So I don't know if you can see this, but here in the center, I'll see if I can pick it up and show you here before I start to tilt. Here in the center, we have some really cool cells. And I really like this side that kind of has that whitewash look to it, but this side is definitely more vibrant. So hopefully when I tilt it, I can kind of merge the two looks and have something that looks really cool. All right, so let me pick this up and see if you can get a little bit better angle on what the center is doing here. And then I think we are going to tilt off, let's tilt off this direction. See if we can kind of get stuff moving a little bit. Because I don't want that one harsh line there in the middle. Kind of hoping that I can get it to break up a little bit. But I also don't want to lose that really cool paint that I have going on this side. So I think what I'm going to do is see if I can get it to kind of go over the sides a bit. And then we'll pull it back. So you can see that I'm just trying to get over this edge here. And then I'm going to pull it back. And see if I can get things to look a little bit cooler. And this would also take care of my kind of wonky edge that I had down here too. And while I have the paint right here, I'm going to go ahead and go off with the right side. There we go. And then I'm going to see if I can tilt this part off over here too, while I have the weight of that paint there. Just like that. Okay, now I'm just going to bring the weight of my paint back down towards the middle, because I have one edge over here that I'd like to get covered a little bit better. There we go. And then I'm just going to tilt back and see if we can stretch some of this out a little bit. And I do still need to go off on this side while I have the paint in the middle. Because I want to make sure the edges are really cool, especially if this is going to be a Lazy Susan, because I think it's important for the edges to look neat. All right, and then just going to pull it back over here to the right and kind of do the same thing. And make sure, oops, stuck my finger right into it. It's a slippery little bugger. All right, that's okay though, because I'm gonna run the paint off over here and that'll take care of that fingerprint I just put into it, as well as cover that edge that I need to cover. So that is one thing with the Lazy Susans, that you really don't have a lot to hang on to once you get to painting them. And once you start going over the edges with the paint, it definitely makes it slick. There we go. Just gonna let that kind of fall down a little bit and then bring it back. Well, this is definitely a different look from what I normally do, but I think it's actually really cool. I like it. All right. Okay, guys. There we go. Definitely different from what I normally do, but I really love the center of it. I think it's very cool. And I can already see a few more things popping through, which I really love. I can see more things popping through in here as well as over on this side as well. I think I wish that it was a little bit more white on this side, just because, like I said, I've got kind of that whitewash effect over here, which is pretty cool, but this is pretty bold colored. But I think that's all right too, because it shows, kind of gives you an idea of what the colors are on in the whole piece. All right, so this is a swipe done Shelly Art Style. Colors were green, yellow, golden teal, pearlex turquoise, and mineral blue. And then I used the white cell activator with a white pillow. As I said, I will link the video to the original video that I did on the Shelly Art Style that has all of my recipes in it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.